Oh, a microphony.
And a phony at the mic.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
The Doctor of Discernment is now online.
You know, much like my show, in that it's a local reaction to things that are happening on a federal level.
Dispensing a daily dose of common sense. No prescription required.
Wow, do I have a boatload of stuff for you, from the crazy to the absurd. Let's start getting into it because, I mean, it is bizarro world out there. And I say, if it's obvious to me, it should be obvious to everybody. Oh, wow. Who could have seen this coming?
This is the Fourth Hour with Greg Belfrage.
Hold on to your butts.
Broadcasting from my basement bunker beneath Kello Radio. Welcome to the Fourth Hour. It is great to have you along. Let's start with, we'll go to the New York Post. There's a lot of great reporting at the New York Post. Front page this morning, Art of the Peace. And you see the celebrations that are ongoing, the Israeli flags, the U.S. flags. So you've got Gazans joining Israelis in chanting Trump's name over this ceasefire. Nobel Prize to Trump. This is what people are saying. I don't know that Donald Trump will ever be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, but I sure know that he should be. Absolutely, he should be. So we will come to Katie Porter over here in just a moment. I'll let you hear some of the nonsense she's out there. So Trump telling the New York Post, tremendous things will happen in the Middle East next week. So he visited with them this morning, and he said, it's been a great period of time for Israel and the Middle East. I'll be going over there probably Sunday evening, he said. This was after he announced, look at the celebrations, dancing going on, getting down with, absolutely understandable. All over the place. People who are cheering, celebrating. Look at these happy crowds of people. So they're about roughly 20 living Israeli hostages expected to be released on Monday, with the remains of another 28. So that's the number 48 that you heard me mentioning on the radio this morning. So 20 are still living, 28 who have passed away over the course of the last 2 years. So the president's 20-point peace plan, and the president saying once all hostages are returned, Hamas members who commit to peaceful coexistence and to decommission their weapons will be given amnesty. Members of Hamas who wish to leave Gaza will be provided safe passage to receiving countries. So what will this mean for the Gaza Strip? It's going to be interesting to watch this unfold. I think this is really significant. And I mentioned this on the air this morning, the president saying he expects to go to Egypt, possibly then to Gaza. He was asked about that, and he seemed open to it, that may in fact happen. All right, we've got to talk about Katie. Good morning, David. Kathy, Denise are here. These are folks in the Bunker Brigade. So I appreciate having all of you along. I'm going to ask you please to subscribe and like what we're doing on YouTube. I would really appreciate that. Okay. Katie Porter is running for governor of California. She tried to storm out of a CBS interview over a Donald Trump question. And I want to show you, look at her face. They lifted the best screenshots, man. Just he's really unflattering. She's kind of an unflattering person, I think. So there she is again. Where's the video? Okay, this is the 3-minute excerpt that went viral. So let's watch. I want to check I'll also check the volume on this. I want to make sure. I know someone had mentioned yesterday that when I play the videos, the volume then gets incredibly loud and you have trouble hearing me. So I'm going to really pull the volume back on these. And here we go.
What do you think of the governor's plan?
I support the governor's plan.
What do you say to the 40% of California voters who you'll need in order to win?
All right.
Who voted for Trump?
How would I need them in order to win?
So, well, unless you think you're going to get 60% of the vote. You think you'll get 60%? Everybody who did not vote for Trump will vote for you. That's what you're thinking.
In a general election, yes. If it is me versus a Republican, I think that I will win the people who did not vote.
Now wait, because it comes and she just gets miffed.
So how do you not intend that to be the case? Are you going to ask them not to run?
No, I'm saying I'm going to build the support. I have the support already in terms of name recognition. And so I'm going to do the very best I can to make
She's getting a lot of name recognition right now.
Now, let me be clear with you. I represented Orange County. I represented a purple area. I have stood on my own 2 feet and won Republican votes before. That's not something every candidate in this race can say. If you're from a deep blue area, if you're from LA or you're from Oakland, you don't have an experience.
But you just said you don't need those Trump voters.
Well, you asked me if I needed them to win.
So you don't.
I feel like this is unnecessarily argumentative.
Here it is.
The question is the same thing I asked everybody, that this is being called the empowering voters to stop Trump's power grab. Every other candidate has answered this question. This is not argumentative.
And I support it.
So, and the question is, what do you say to the 40% of voters who voted for Trump?
Oh, I'm happy to say that. It's the do you need them to win part that I don't understand. I'm happy to answer the question as you have it written, and I'll answer it.
And we've also asked the other candidates, do you think you need any of those 40% of California voters to win? And you're saying, no, you don't.
No, I'm saying I'm going to try to win every vote I can. And what I'm saying to you is that...
Well, to those voters. Okay, so you...
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going to call it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. She's leaving.
Do the interview with us.
Nope, not like this. I'm not. Not with 7 follow-ups to every single question you ask.
Every other candidate has answered our follow-ups.
I don't care. I want to have a pleasant, positive conversation, which you asked me about.
Okay, is she pleasant, positive? In other words, she wants the media to just do as she instructs, right? So she wants the media to do what she says. So she wants to have a pleasant conversation with everybody.
Every issue on this list. And if every question you're going to make up a follow-up question, then we're never going to get there.
Ms.
And
Porter,
we're just going to circle around.
I am an investigative
I have never
reporter.
had to do this before, ever.
You've never had to have a conversation with a reporter? Okay, but every other candidate has done this.
What part of I'm me? I'm running for governor because I'm a leader. So I am going to make...
So you're not going to answer questions from reporters? Okay, why don't we go through? I will continue to ask.
She's trying. Man, I give her a lot of credit.
And ask these, and if you don't want to answer, you don't want to answer. So nearly every legislative...
I don't want to have an unhappy experience with you. I don't want this all on camera.
I don't want to have an unhappy experience with you either. I would love to continue to ask these questions so that we can show our viewers what every candidate feels about every one of these issues that they care about. And redistricting
is that asking too much? I mean, I'll put it to you. What kind of job is a reporter doing here?
Same follow-up questions.
I just think that is absolutely crazy. So, okay, you've got that. Now, there's another video of her that is also out there that is even worse. She's doing an interview, and in the background, you're going to see a staffer of hers. I'm going to warn you, the F-bomb is coming here. We're all adults, but this is just absolutely incredible. I don't know if she's doing an interview or she's filming something or what, but she just goes off. This is from a couple of years ago.
And other problems, and the state could lose. Get out of my fucking shot.
It's not that it's electric vehicles, it's that if we don't meet the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that. Stay out of my shot.
Stay out of my shot, people. Stay out of my shot. That is just absolutely crazy. So that has led Politico to this story. Katie Porter's viral plunge campaign into disaster. So It's not going well. So that viral interview I showed with the local CBS News affiliate, only hours old, when the new video surfaced that I just showed you of her with a staffer, get out of my effing shot. This gal and Democrats, and she's talking about how she's going to be able to win with, she doesn't need Trump supporters, or she knows how to win. She's going to be able to win with those folks. Really? Seriously? Oh man. So that has been a big story nationally, and her campaign is really in trouble as a result of this. There was one other story I wanted to share. This is NBC News. That White House officials are increasingly holding serious discussions about the president using the Insurrection Act. We talked about this on the air the other day, and this is the law that would give the president power to deploy active duty troops inside the United States for purposes of law enforcement. And so, by people with knowledge of the talks, again, a lot of this I will see, but Trump has tried to deploy National Guard troops in several major cities, Los Angeles, Chicago, Portland, saying they're needed to reduce crime, protect immigration and customs enforcement officials from protesters. Critics saying the Trump administration exaggerating issues in those cities. Where's the harm? Okay, if he's exaggerating the problem, where is the harm in protecting federal facilities and federal employees? That's where I just go sideways from what they're trying to say. So a decision to invoke the Insurrection Act, not expected to be imminent. Now, this is according to a senior administration official, but it would be a notable escalation. The Insurrection Act allows the president to deploy troops inside the United States to help with, law enforcement, making arrests, so on. So this story, I don't know if this is just the legacy media trying to keep that story out there, trying to keep this story alive, or as, whether or not it actually will transpire. Okay, let's see some. Okay, Gene, I see your comment. Thanks, Gino. Oh, Kathy is saying if Katie Porter would almost be, fun if she wins, be like following another AOC. I think she's even worse than AOC, as crazy as things are getting out there. So that's all I got for you this morning. You have made it to the end of the video, so thank you. You are part of my gallery of champions. I'm going to ask you to please, if you're watching on YouTube, please hit like, please subscribe. I would love to have you along. Just very appreciative to all of you, especially those in the Bunker Brigade. That's the small group of folks that are here each and every day. And I share their comments and try to engage with you just as much as possible. I appreciate all of you. So I hope to see you again tomorrow. Until then, my friend, I'm underground and gone.